Thank you. Senator Lummis.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And thank you all for coming today. I really have been amazed at the outstanding progress that continues to be made in this field. And I'm already seeing people in Wyoming that are using ChatGPT or Claude to improve their businesses, whether it's healthcare or mining or oil and gas or education, ranching even. I'm just really excited about what this opportunity brings to America. Now, as I see it, the world has presented us with two paths. On one hand, the EU has chosen to regulate first and ask questions later. The GDPR is already limiting European access to the most capable AI models. On the other hand, China appears to be fast-tracking AI development, standing up large amounts of energy very quickly in an attempt to outcompete America. So I'd like to ask a few questions about how we can make sure we get the full benefit of this technology and accelerate its development. So first question, over the past year, we've seen many states, including California and Texas, consider their own AI frameworks, each one significantly burdensome in their own right. At the same time, our lead against China is shrinking to about only 6 months. So first of all, Mr. Altman, could you please sketch out what the world could look like if the U.S. were to have a patchwork regulatory framework and how that could impact our competitiveness?
I think it would be quite bad. I think it's very difficult to imagine us figuring out how to comply with 50 different sets of regulation. And in many of these states, there have been, dozens of different bills proposed that I understand several of which could be passed. That will slow us down at a time where I don't think it's in anyone's interest for us to slow down. One federal framework that is light touch, that we can understand and that lets us, move with the speed that this moment calls for seems important and fine, but the sort of every state takes a different approach here, I think would be quite burdensome and significantly impair our ability to do what we need to do, and hopefully you all want us to do too.
Does anyone disagree with Mr. Altman's assessment of a patchwork? Thank you. I have some questions about the infrastructure that is going to be necessary to lead and compete in AI. So my next questions are for our infrastructure providers, Mr. Smith and Mr. Is it Intrader or
That's correct.
Intrader? Thank you. Could you elaborate on how current permitting processes have impacted your ability to rapidly deploy AI infrastructure? The more specific you can be, the better.
So, quick comment on the patchwork, and then I'll dive in here, is the investment that we're making on the infrastructure side is enormous. And the idea that you can make an investment that could then become trapped in a jurisdiction that has a particular type of regulation that would not allow you to make full use of it is really very, very suboptimal, and makes the decision-making around infrastructure challenging. As far as the permitting goes, whenever this topic comes up, the discussion around permitting is excruciating, and it's excruciating from the ability to quickly build and to build large, and I think that is kind of from the data center forward, without even beginning the discussion from the data center back through the energy infrastructure that is necessary to be able to power these large investments at the scale that make them of relevance to moving artificial intelligence forward. Happy to spend more time kind of digging into more details, but probably do that directly.
Okay, and I'll look forward to that conversation, because I'm worried about Wyoming's very clean natural gas being something your industry's concerned about, because President Trump likes natural gas, but President Biden didn't. And if you build huge data centers and another president comes along who's anti-natural gas, that's a concern for you as you're deciding how to deploy capital. Mr. Smith, do you agree?
Generally, I do. I mean, I would say we need consistency across administrations in this country. We need to find more opportunities for bipartisan agreement. And I'll just highlight that in Cheyenne, where we've long had a data center complex, we do have backup generators that, run on natural gas. So, there are a variety of ways for us to put, different energy supplies to good use.
Are you exploring small modular nuclear?
Yes, including with people in Wyoming.
Yeah, thank you. Mr. Altman, I'm pleased to hear you are releasing an open, oh, my time's up, excuse me. It goes so fast.
I'd love to talk to you about it another time. We're
Okay.
very excited about it too.
Yeah, thank you.